Do you have any work for me?
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I can use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle. Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it. And I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either.
This must be something.
I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
Sure.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right?
Oh, yeah.
The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides.
I like the way you think, old man.
Start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Deal. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay. Oh. Nice. I should have made. Fuck! I'm dumb. Wait. Wait. I'm not dumb, I'm smart. Oh, that's awkward. Nice. I can upgrade things? Oh shit. That's sick. Fuck, I should have kept the fuck. Don't cost money? Man. Nice, got a short bow.
It's for Dan, isn't it? That ungrateful bastard still on the wall? You don't have to do that, kid. I know it's for him. It's fine.
Oh.
And I forgave him a long time ago. And now that I think about it, it was a hell of a prank. Well, he was right. I am old, but inefficient, stung a little bit. After all, I did my job well, and his sword is as sharp as Excalibur itself. Well, I may not be angry with him anymore, but that doesn't mean I'll work my ass off so that his doesn't freeze. Here's an explanation of how to make it. Feel free to help him out yourself.
Oh. Hmm. $80 armor? Holy shit. Some iron ore? Fuck. I see some leather. Need some leather. I need some iron ore. Okay. Learn how to make some arrows. How much leather? 30 coins? Ah, man. What is this gold shite?
It's nice to have a break.
Oh, that scared me. Huh. I just need some flour. That's it. I need to make a pie. It's very important. It's for one of you. So I'm sure you won't mind if I just take a little off your hands. Just a tad.
Sometimes it's nice to just sit and think.
Yeah, uh-huh. Cool. Sit and think. Ah, I'm so fast. Fast as fuck, boy. Oh.
This feeling, it was so strong, so real. I remember now, the weight of it, the power. This blade was never just steel.
Yeah.
It was a part of me.
Uh-huh.
Yes, the sensation is unmistakable, but it carries more than my soul. It carries a part of my legacy. A sword like that, it doesn't yield easily. It demands strength of body and of will. You'll need to grow stronger before it will choose you.
Oh. I need to go stronger. Ow! Man. Friend? Who are you? What's a red priest doing here?
Blessings upon you, stranger. May the word always resonate within your soul. What do you mean, my child? I'm afraid you are attributing too many characteristics to me based solely on the clothes I wear.
Fuck you.
The horns of the south are my home. My mission is to spread the word. The word is good. I'm afraid that I simply cannot believe your blasphemous words without proof. So it's your word against the word. Let's leave.
What do you think the
Sickness,
weirdness?
A corruption, but also a mystery.
The weirdness.
Many of my brothers would call it a curse, a stain upon Avalon that must be purged. And yet, I wonder. The weirdness twists and warps, yes. It consumes and it takes. But it also gives. Life grows in its wake.
You're speaking here heresy, young man.
Life all the same.
Brother Rhaegon.
We must first understand it. And that is what frightens the church most of all. Understanding. As prepared as any men can be against something they barely understand. Swords and fire will hold back beasts. But what of the creeping rot that twists flesh and mind alike? But there is one thing. The Excalibur they keep here. It has not been wielded in an age, yet the weird does not creep near it.
How come?
Well, even as it rests upon its pedestal, the air around it remains untouched. The tendrils of corruption that strangle stone and steel refuse to claim it. The keepers may not see it for what it is, but I do. There is power in that blade. Something ancient. Something beyond the church's teachings. And if it truly holds back the weirdness, then perhaps it was never meant for men alone. Safe? No. But safer than most, I suppose. But tell me, what is safety, truly? A stronghold? A weapon? A prayer? I've seen men with all three fall just the same. So no, I do not feel safe. But I do feel watched. And sometimes that is enough. Certainly, Kai's blessings know no bounds. But sometimes it's useful to seal them in a handy flask.
The 7 Commandments, gross. No. Mother's Embrace. Impenetrable Shield. Oh. This might be good to have.
May Kai's word...
Hello.
Hello? Hello? Fergus!
Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope.
Oh, he's hammered.
Most unfortunate. But that explains why you just strutted into the horns. I'm afraid I'll have to take action. The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business. And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see.
Whoa.
Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns. And that makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he?
We got shipwreck on the way. I assume he's dead. We got shipwreck on the way, but he could have made it.
If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade. And that leaves only the captain. However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table.
Whoa!
Nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
Thank you. Is there anything I can help you with?
We've been having trouble with the dead lately. The kind that don't want to rest in peace.
Uh-huh.
There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weirdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north, but somehow I doubt it. Anyway, I suggest you go see Marg first. He knows best what's going on there.
Huh. Marg? Who's
He's
Marg?
our huntsman. He keeps us stocked with meat, so the lads don't have to live on fish alone. They get pretty grumpy when that happens. Right
I live
now,
on fish
Marg
alone.
is the only other person who's allowed to leave the keep. I'm not about to risk the life of our last link to the outside world, especially when you're so eager to lend a hand.
Do you have any idea what might be
There is a
causing
local
this?
legend about a dark druid named Slaughter? Slaughter? Slaughter, that was it. He was
Slaughter?
rumored to be able to raise the dead and make them do his bidding. It's quite an old legend, though, so unless he managed to raise himself from the dead, I doubt he's behind this.
Can you tell me more about the cemetery?
From what I've heard, it even predates the Horns of the South. The keepers and the people from the village below used to bury their dead there, but after the flood, it's been pretty much abandoned.
The
Yeah.
flood?
Damn druids. They flooded a village of innocent people just to show everyone they're still in power. Fat lot of good it did them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad we got rid of them. The things they could do were unnatural.
Where's
It's
the
not far,
cemetery?
and it's hard to miss. But honestly, I'd suggest you go see Marg first. You don't really know what you're walking into, so if I were you, I'd try to learn as much as possible beforehand.
You didn't send any of your men
The
to
captain
investigate?
forbade anyone from leaving the keep, so I couldn't. And truth be told, I didn't particularly want to. You don't get many recruits, and you're, well...
More capable?
Sure. Let's go with that. Good.
Alright, I'll do that.
Try not to get yourself killed, and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem.
So what's the story behind that flooded village near the Horns?
It used to belong to the keep. You could say it was its beating heart. That village was where our lighthouses led the ships, and where the workers lived with their families. Ah, those must have been the days. But then the ships stopped coming, and there were less and less new keepers, and the others left looking for a better life. Until, at last, the sea took most of it.
Sorry,
Depends on your idea of
left there?
interesting. There's a weird statue with a gong, but I'm not sure how much of it is left. Other than that, probably just damp rubble. I don't know. Ask Marg. I'm pretty sure he just sits there all day instead of hunting. No wonder we've been eating nothing but fish.
So you just abandoned it?
What else was there to do? There weren't enough people to live there, and nobody wanted to anyway. Not since the monsters started coming out of the sea. We wiped out most of them, but new ones showed up every now and then. Marg, our hunter, keeps an eye on the place. You can talk to him if you want.
I'm actually here for Excalibur.
You want to pull it out? That's a good one. Well, be my guest. If you think you can, go ahead. But unless you're King Arthur reborn, I wouldn't count on it.
What exactly are you
I'm
responsible
Captain
for
Brandon's
here?
right hand. He deals with the serious matters I don't want to know anything about. I take care of our everyday life.
If you know Orden's drunk, why do you keep stationing him at the front gate?
He's not our first line of defense. The archers are. Every man here needs to have a job. And no offense to Odrin, but let's just say we can afford to lose him. I'm sure the hordes of visitors clamoring at our gates can survive the insult. Fine then. This is the keep. Anyone sworn in as a keeper lives here.
Keeper?
Unless they're no longer fit for service. If that happens, they get transferred to the village. Otherwise, they're not allowed to go there without my express permission. So if you ever see any of my boys down there looking shifty, feel free to report them. You're allowed to walk around the keep and the village, but if anyone catches you stealing, I'll take your hands. If you attack any of my men, I'll take your head.
Fair enough.
That's
Fair
enough
enough.
for you. That's between her and the captain. Were it up to me, she'd be long gone. Her presence here distracts my men.
Ninian is dead. He asked me to bring you this. Who the fuck was Ninian?
Ninian. I knew the Red Death would take him. Damn shame. He was one of the good ones. You did right bringing this back. The Horns look after their own, even after they're gone. But, now that I think of it, how did you manage to get hold of his tag? Tortured? In the asylum? You can't expect me to take that at face value. Brother Riagan said Ninian was too weak to survive the journey. They came for him, and we even held a symbolic keeper's burial for him. And what were you doing in the island asylum? You look fine, but if you were there, near him... I'm sorry this happened to you. Still, you have to understand, now that you've told me this, I'll be keeping a close eye on you.
Yeah, that's
no
fine.
risks can be taken when it comes to the Red Death.
Yeah, whatever. I found a piece of metal with an inscription. Do you know what it is?
That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure,
do that.
they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them. It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
Ooh, now we're talking.
You know where to find me if you come across any more.
Nice. I like to speak to the
Just
captain.
as I thought. If you have friends among the knights, you'll want to talk to the captain. But that's not happening anytime soon.
Why?
Because I said so. What? Did you really expect that you could just enter our keep and head straight for the captain's quarters?
Yes.
There wouldn't be much point in having walls and guards here if anyone could just do that, would there? So what? And have you helped any of my people? Or are you just here to wave that pin in my face again? First, show me you care, and then I'll take you to the captain. I can't have every random stray wasting his time. Not now, when the outcome of the war with its tribes is so precarious.
All right,
I
fine.
trust we understand each other?
Sure.
Good. Come back when you've proven your worth to the Horns of the South. Then we'll talk.
Fine.
Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there? Why not? Don't tell me you're afraid of goat. If you need rest, you can sleep in the barracks. It's no royal chamber, but it's better to sleep under a roof than under the
Kitchen. Are there any recipes in the kitchen? Oh.
You? Ah, shit. Another mouth to feed. Teargas must have been off his rocker if he thinks I can feed everyone with the little he gives me. I'm serious. If we
Vargas.
soon, we'll have to start eating rats. Not that I can't cook them in a way that makes you think it's chicken.
Could you teach me some recipes?
This is new. Maybe we'll get along after all. The dimwits here never want to learn. Only eat.
Oh, you're trying to piss me off,
Hey.
aren't you? If you don't like my food, then get lost. Go to Run's Tavern and stop wasting my time. What do you think they serve on the coast? The same damn thing as here. Bloody fish! Just
Oh.
don't come crying to me when you start missing my fried cod.
Well, that sounds delightful, actually. Where can I find Ron's
fishing
Tavern?
village. That's where the guards retire to sit on their asses and fart. Or sit, fart, and drink themselves into a stupor. Hell no. I'd rather
I
stay
wanna
useful
fart.
here and drop dead at my stove than waste space over there. If someone's still fit to work but chooses to laze around all day instead, they should be kicked out, not rewarded with free beer.
Are you always this
It's a
angry?
good thing you didn't start with calm down, or I'd have shoved my cleaver up your arse. Yeah, I'm pissed off. Because our gracious sovereigns recently decided to let in a bunch of refugees from the villages. They say they're running from the weirdness, but who knows, really? So now I had even more hungry mouths to feed. And since the captain ordered the letdown of our keep, the supplies are dwindling a lot faster than I'd like. Of course, I can make you 1,000 different dishes based on fish and crowds. But come on, even the keepers need some variety in their lives. Well, an adventurer, are you? I'm good for now. But if you find something interesting, you can drop it off here. And, as a sign of goodwill, I'll allow you free reign of my kitchen. If you need to cook something, go ahead.
shite! Quit your gold shite! The Kraken. Fish soup. This is my stash? That's crazy. Okay. Don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that. Aha! Does let me use whatever I want for my... That's nice. Lonzo, what's wrong?
Healer, don't bother. He's a quack and a butcher who likes to watch people suffer.
Oh. Why do you say
I
that?
came to him with a toothache, asked him to make me something for the pain, and you know what he did? He said my tooth is rotten, and then sent me to Osprey to get it pulled out.
Sounds reasonable.
Sounds like horse crap. My grandma was smarter than your lot, and she couldn't even read. She knew how to make a proper potion for toothache. If I were any good at mixing that stuff, I wouldn't need to deal with quacks like Heber. I even gave him my grandma's recipe, but he said it was no good. No, Heber took it, the plonker. Said if I don't know how to make it, I shouldn't have it. And that he doesn't want some questionable homebrew medicine spreading through the keep. Oh yeah? And then what? Another and then another? Give it a few years and I'd be left with no teeth at all. Ah, leave me alone.
Someone's a little touchy.
Oh, sorry. Do I know you?
Nope.
I'm terrible with faces. Either way,
Oh.
glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Jan Heber, a physician raised in Camelot and trained in the Royal Academy. Is some local witchcraft I've been trying to make sense of. I guess I'll find out when I try it. Experience is the best teacher. Don't worry, I'm not testing anything on the others. Graham the Mad, a great Camelotian physician, used to say that a real doctor would never give his patients something he hadn't tried on himself first. A wise approach, which I follow myself.
Oh, that's fair. You tried on me.
Oh, that was unexpected. Here, take it. What will happen, I have no idea. But please, tell me, if you live to find out.
This game is awesome. And I've been streaming for 2 days.
What irony. The pursuit of knowledge is always dangerous. That's why it's reserved for only the bravest of the brave. It takes true guts to face the unknown, to realize just how little you know, and how insignificant you are to the world.
No, it's not my fave game. It's just one I've been wanting to play. I just want to play games that I want to play, you know? For the people. So you're not a fan of local remedies?
The proper art of medicine by the scholars of Camelot. The things they do here, they make no sense. No sense at all. Most of this stuff shouldn't even be effective.
I like Marvel
Rivals.
Rivals.
Wonders on these simple
I'm not good at it. I get my ass kicked all the time. You from England? I'm sorry, that was rude. I'm from America.
Shipments from Camelot are late, so I'm running low on supplies. If I'm not able to treat them, they'll start complaining. And Fergus doesn't like when people...
Fergus!
Especially when it comes to their health. He truly cares about them, I've got to admit. He doesn't care much about anyone else, though.
You look like you're in dire need of sleep.
I don't dream about anything anymore, so sleep feels like a waste of precious time. Fortunately, back in Camelot, I found a mix of remedies that can keep me awake for a whole week. It was quite popular in our study group.
No, not daily. It really depends on the week. But generally around 3 or 4 times a week on average, I want to do it.
Oh no, every physician needs his secrets. But I can sell you some if you promise not to tell any of the higher-ups.
Ooh.
There are side effects. You won't fall asleep for a while, but the moment you do, well, you'll feel like you died and came back to life, only to die again. So you either take the next dose, or endure it. I can endure it because I don't have a post to attend to. But our brave soldiers, well, that'd be risky.
And if I do tell someone?
Well, they already trust my word. I'll be sure to deny everything. Moreover, I'm in the position to raise my prices, or to refuse to sell you medicine, whichever suits my mood. I'm honestly quite offended you're even asking.
Yeah, I just needed something to do on my days off instead of playing video games. So I decided to play video games for people. Why not? What exactly are you doing here?
Healing diseases. Sometimes cutting people open.
Oh.
Oh, and pulling out teeth seems to be a leading cause of concern for everyone around here. Me pulling teeth in the arse end of the world?
Thank you. I'll take a follow. I'm desperate for follows. Is there anything I can help you with?
Why would you, though? Don't you have better things to do?
Hell yeah. Come by anytime. I am lonely. And not a lot of people are on here usually. Always down for a chat. I'm trying to get in the quartermaster's good books.
Got it. So you're up for work not out of the goodness of your heart.
This is my second day of streaming. So not long at all. Just started this week. No clue what the fuck I am doing. Doesn't everyone have an agenda?
That is a very good point. But all right, if you're a mercenary, then I do have a job for someone who'd be willing to risk their life in exchange for material goods.
Just tell me what needs to be done.
All right. I need someone to perform a ritual within a stone circle nearby. You go there, read a spell, do whatever needs to be done, come back and tell me exactly what happened.
Huh. Sure, I'm open to suggestions.
In Camelot, maybe, but this far south, nobody cares. I've spent my entire life digging through scrolls and books in pursuit of their knowledge. I've been reading about their rites and the descriptions of their rituals. Look, I'm sure they were onto something. They knew much more than we do, but it feels like there's a veil wrapped tightly around that knowledge. It's like I need to find the right spell, the right ritual, something that will unwrap it for me.
Let me guess. You want to make some things for me. You know, today I had my first chatter earlier, and they said the same thing. Wow, that's crazy. I do know I need art and banners and stuff. But I think I'm going to wait a little bit till I get my feet under me. Words you've stepped into blank that will lead you to the greatest treasure of all, wisdom. If you are preparing to become a vessel for the ancient druidic secrets, gather the following agreements: venison, onion, and a clove of garlic. Put them into a cauldron. Take these offerings to a sacred druidic site. Your treason, put them on the altar, and then wait patiently for light and draw upon you. Okay. No, I'm okay. Thank you, though. Innocent onion, clove, garlic. To look at my stash. What happened from the potion? Did anything happen from the potion? Hit me up when it's over. Ah. Got venison. What else do I need? Onion. Garlic. Wake me up when it's over. Oh. Free stuff. Free stuff. Nice. Plate. Spoon. Jail.
What do you need?
Oh.
This is a prison, not a museum. We don't admire here. We punish. At least, that's what they tell me to say. I'm supposed to be intimidating. Grrr. So the prisoners are scared of me. Usually, it's nothing but interesting, folks. I'm telling you, in these crazy times, every one of them comes in with some wild tale. But right now, quiet as can be. Good thing I've got my books. All my adventures are in there these days. because I am. I asked for this post, just to get some peace, quiet, and warmth. No useless small talk, no shrieking seagulls, and none of that cursed biting wind. I'm telling you, it's heaven. And I get to read my books too. So if you've got anything interesting, I'd be glad to trade.
Whoa. What? Cut off hand. Smuggler's dagger. Oh. That's pretty neat. It's expensive. Ooh. I don't have any money, but interesting.
Who are you? What do you want? I don't recognize your face. I am. They told me it's for my safety, and the safety of others. I don't like it. The keep is supposed to be my home, and yet here I am, locked in a damn jail.
Damn jail. What happened to you?
That cursed madman from the refugee group bit me. I think his name is Cole. The boys told me he's locked up in a cage now. Good. That's the proper